Hey guys. All right. Well, I really liked my little segment of the read with me, so I'm gonna do a little section from my book that I'm reading now, which is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. It is another Anthony Doerr book because I adore his writing style and I really wanted to read more of his books. And yes, there's a lot of noise in the background because there's a bus station in the back behind this building because I read from my car, but it's just, you know, consider it ASMR if anything. Okay, so I'm just going to read aloud because I read to myself and this is how I like to read. So, 16 paces to the water fountain, 16 back. 42 to the stairwell, 42 back. Marie Laure draws maps in her head, unreels 100 yards of imaginary twine, then turns and reels it back in. Botany smells like glue and blotter paper and pressed flowers. Paleontology smells like rock dust, bone dust. Biology smells like formalin and old fruit. It is loaded with heavy, cool jars in which float things she has only had described for her. The pale coiled ropes of rattlesnakes, the severed hands of gorillas. Etymology smells like mothballs and oil. A preservative that Dr. Gefford explains is called naphthalene. Offices smell of carbon paper or cigar smoke or brandy or perfume or all four. She follows cables and pipes, railings and ropes, hedges and sidewalks. She startles people. She never knows if the lights are on. The children she meets brim with questions. Does it hurt? Do you shut your eyes to sleep? How do you know what time it is? It doesn't hurt, she explains. And there is no darkness, not the kind they imagine. Everything is composed of webs and lattices and upheavals of sound and texture. She walks a circle around Grand Gallery, navigating between squeaking floorboards. She hears feet tramp up and down museum staircases, a toddler squeal, the groan of a weary grandmother lowering herself on the bench. Color. That's another thing people don't expect. In her imagination, in her dreams, everything has color. The museum buildings are beige, chestnut, hazel. Its scientists are lilac and lemon, yellow, and fox brown. Piano chords loll in the speaker of a wireless in the guard station, projecting rich blacks and complicated blues down the hall towards the key pound. Church bells send arcs of bronze careening off the windows. These are silver. Pigeons are ginger and auburn and occasionally gold. The huge cypress trees she and her father pass on their morning walks are shimmering kaleidoscopes, each needle a polygon of light. She has no memories of her mother, but imagines her as white, a soundless brilliance. Her father radiates 1,000 colors: opal, strawberry red, deep russet, wild green, a smell like oil and metal, the feel of a lock tumbler sliding home, the sound of his key rings chiming as he walks. He is an olive green when he talks to the department head, an escalating series of oranges when he speaks to Mademoiselle Fleury from the greenhouses, a bright red when he tries to cook. He glows sapphire when he sits over his workbench in the evening, humming almost inaudibly as he works, the tip of his cigarette gleaming a prismatic blue. She gets lost. Secretaries or botanists, and once the director's assistants, bring her back to the key pound. She is curious. She wants to know the difference between an alga and a lichen. A Diplodon charanus and a Diplodon delodontus. Famous men take her by the elbow and escort her through the gardens or guide her up the stairwell. I have a daughter too, they'll say, or I found her among the hummingbirds. Toutes me excuses, her father says. He lights a cigarette. He plucks key after key out of her pocket. What, he whispers, am I going to do with you? On her 9th birthday, when she wakes, she finds 2 gifts. The first is a wooden box with no opening she can detect. She churns it this way and that. It takes her a little while to realize one side is spring-loaded. She presses it and the box flicks open. Inside waits a single cube of creamy camembert that she pops directly into her mouth. Too easy, her father says laughing. The second gift is heavy, wrapped in paper and twine, inside a massive spiral-bound book in Braille. They said it's for boys, or very adventurous girls. She can hear him smiling. She slides her fingertips across the embossed title page. Around the World in 80 Days. Papa, it's too expensive. That's for me to worry about. The morning Marie Lo crawls beneath the counter of the key pound and lies on her stomach and sets all 10 fingertips in a line on the page. The French feels old-fashioned, the dots printed much closer together than she is used to. But after a week, it becomes easy. She finds the ribbon she uses as a bookmark, opens the book, and the museum falls away. Mysterious Mr. Fogg lives his life like a machine. Jean Passepartout out becomes his obedient valet. When after 2 months she reaches the novel's last line, she flips back to the first page and starts again. At night, she runs her fingertips over her father's model, the bell tower, the display windows. She imagines Jules Verne's character walking along the streets, chatting in the shops. A inch taller, tall baker slides speck-sized loaves in and out of his ovens. 3 minuscule burglars hatch plans as they drive slowly past the jewelers. Little grumbling cars through the Rue des Rebelles, wipers sliding back and forth. Behind the 4th floor window on the Rue des Patriarchs, a miniature version of her father sits at a miniature workbench in their miniature apartment, just as he does in real life, sanding away at some infinitesimal piece of wood. Across the room is a miniature girl, skinny, quick-witted, an open book in her lap. Inside her chest pulses something huge, something full of longing, something unafraid. Isn't he poetic? Guys, I love the way this man writes. Like, his main character, she's obviously blind, and I love the way he writes. The smells and the descriptions and his use of colors. He did that a lot in his last book too. Like, I love the way he writes so much. But I hope you enjoyed it. I'm just going to do the small bit. Definitely check out Anthony Doerr. He's amazing. So and I'm not sure what you can see in this shot because it's flipped around. But yeah, so again, the book is All the Light We Cannot See. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more because am I am a reader. I do love to read, and I just thought that this would be fun. So sorry about the leg shots. I'm sitting in my car. This is my real life. So but yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and thanks for tuning in. All right, have a good one.